I thought it'd be easier just to video it and just kind of talk through it. They're really easy though. So if we look at your first piece of evidence, which is right here, what you would do, I'm assuming this evidence came from, let's see, this source right here. So all you're gonna do is just in parentheses put the first word of the source. So if we scroll back up to the first piece of evidence right there, we're gonna close with the quotation marks, put a space, open our parentheses, and the first word was 1917. So we'll just do like that, and then you put whatever ending punctuation at the end. So you had a comma, so we'll leave it like that. Let's see, let's find another piece of evidence. So this piece of evidence right here, it looks like you pulled from the book. So what you would do is delete that period right there and close your quotation marks. And then when you are and then delete these quotation marks right here, if it'll let me click on it. And then when you're citing from a book, well, you're gonna put the author's last name, and then you're gonna put the page number. So I don't know what page this came from, so we'll just say page 25. And then you put the period on the outside of the piece of evidence. So same thing with this piece of evidence. You almost have it, so it's just instead of 2023, we're going to be putting the page number with no punctuation. So let's say that came from page 56. And then we put the period at the end, and then we want to delete that period that's before you closed your quotation marks. Let's see where another piece of evidence is for the other one. Okay. So basically, when you do your works cited page, because this looks good, you just want to make sure you're using the first word. So like if you were using this Gale article, you would just put animal. If you were using this one, you would do 1917, and then Animal Farm is just the author's last name and the page number. I will say in your works cited, you want to make sure they're in alphabetical order. So this one, 1917, should technically come before Animal Farm because we always do numbers first. So that's just one thing I've noticed that'll probably help you get some more points. And then the other thing, I know you didn't ask about this, but you refer to George Orwell as just George. Whenever you're doing like a formal essay, you want to make sure that you use the author's full name or just their last name. So you can never use like just their first name. It's just kind of like a formal essay taboo, really. So the first time you mention an author, you need to use their full name, and then after that you can just say Orwell. And then the other thing, when you're citing from an article or a book or really from anything, so like this is the first time you cited from that article or book or wherever you got it from, you need to make sure before you do that you note the title of the article, and if there's an author, the author's name. So like what I would do before this piece of evidence, assuming that it came from this last article right here, I would put in the article 1917 Centennial Harvinghurst Center College of Arts and Science from Miami University. They talk about, who are we talking about? Tsar Nicholas. And then I would cite my evidence. Again, that's just another like formal essay, unspoken rule, if you will. But that's how you do the in-text citations. It's really just the first word of your MLA works cited citation. And then if it's a book, you'll do the author's last name and then the page number that you got it from. So that is it. So I hope that helps.